Number 36, please. You want to sit over on this side?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Hi there. We're doing STI screening, as you know.
Yep.
Can I get your health card? I'll just get some information from you here. My name's Marion. I'm just one of the HealthPromotion folks here, helping to get the information.
Okay. I'm Hannah.
All right. Okay. So just as part of our procedure here, we have just some basic questions. Trying to it helps us to track some of the data, so we know, especially during a week here at Dal, how many people we've seen and so on. Okay. So I got your health card number. I got your year of study. What year are you, sorry?
First year.
First year, okay. You moved here from somewhere else?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good, right. Where'd you move from?
Sudbury.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And your blood type?
A positive.
Okay. All right. Okay, and a little bit about your sexual history. How many sexual partners have you had in the last 6 months?
I have a boyfriend.
Okay. So just the one then? Or,
Well, yeah, mostly just the one.
mostly just the one. Okay.
I don't really. I'm not. I'm not really sure how do you know who is a sexual partner?
Okay. Typically, the way we define that is somebody with whom there's been some sort of sexual activity.
Okay, what counts?
Well, oral sex, penetration, typically when there's bodily fluids involved, and it's because those are the kinds of things that we're going to screen for in this STI clinic.
Okay, so when you say partner, it's not just your boyfriend. It's not someone you necessarily want to do it with all the time.
Okay. I notice. I can tell you're feeling uncomfortable, Hannah. It seems to me that you are.
Yeah, well, I've never had an infection test before.
Right. So that's the first thing, I guess. We can easily get into a routine on this side of things, but it's new. But if I can just say what else I noticed there, I wonder if it might be that some of the sexual activity that you've had has perhaps been without your consent, which means not your okay to it, which sometimes.
Well,
happens.
I didn't say no.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm sure. Yeah. At this university, we spend a lot of time talking about not saying no is not the same as saying yes. So this can be really personal, private stuff to talk about. But I want you to know that it sounds like there might be some key information for you to have about sexual activity with your consent and without your consent. And I'm quite familiar in talking about those kinds of situations because it's unfortunate, but it's not uncommon for people to have sexual activity that isn't of their choosing.
So you see a lot of people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Working the sexual health clinic here at the university. Despite all the posters that you see around, there's still a lot of folks who find themselves, having been involved in sexual activity that sometimes feels forced or feels like it, again, just wasn't of their choosing, wasn't comfortable.
Well, do you ever get people who were just like at a party, because it's their first time here,
right?
And just get invited to a party, and it's really fun. But my boyfriend is at home, so I wasn't going to do anything, obviously. But I didn't feel like I drank any more than I normally do, but I was just smashed, or if you hear from people who like smashed, like I might have said sure, it might have seemed like I wanted to do it or they wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I don't even really know if we did it.
Right.
Is my problem, and I felt really weird in the morning, so I know something happened, but I don't know exactly what happened, and I don't even know the guy's last name.
Yeah. So that's a tough situation that you must be feeling in, right? When you don't know exactly what has happened.
I don't know how I'm gonna tell my boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot going on. That's a heavy load to carry, Hannah.
So the last thing I want is to have an STD.
Absolutely. And that's why we have STI screening clinics, and we can talk about the sort of practicalities of that. But I don't want to skip over the emotional weight of what you're carrying there. That's a lot. At the same time, I mean, it does seem to me that you might be open to talking about it, but that needs to be on your own time and pace.
It depends who. I'm not talking to my parents.
Right, okay. Well, there are services and supports here at Dal. There are also some in the community, and we're quite used to liaising with some of those in the community. One is called Avalon, and and this might seem like a heavy label, but there are nurses who do sexual assault examinations, which if this has been a recent occurrence, Hannah, would be advised for you to be examined. And these are nurses who have had special training in the sensitivity and care required.
And they see a lot of that too?
That is fully what they do.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's really specialized therapeutic support, counseling support to help work through maybe some of the questions that you're coming up with. Because all those questions are very normal to be grappling with, and it can feel like a pretty lonely, isolating experience to be having them. So talking with people who do that work can help you know that you're not alone in it, that you will be believed in it, that you are believed right now in it, and that there are supports to help sort of walk with you through it as you work through it, so that it's less lonely, less isolating. It's a huge step to even mention it here. It really is. It's kudos to you for somebody you're just meeting and just saying a few things that opened up this conversation. That's huge. So we can you can still do the screening today for sure.
Okay.
But I think it would also be something to consider for me to provide you with some of those resources and talk a little bit after this part about just where you go from here. Who you might call to meet up with you, or what you might do to take care of yourself tonight, because this is like I say, a lot to carry.
Okay. Yeah, I could talk to someone else.
Okay. So we're going to continue our conversation, me providing you with some of that information, and then we'll do the screening.
Okay.
Okay.